Spanish or TKE squat. The goal of this is to still target the quads as much as you can, even if you don't have a good amount of equipment for a heavy squat or a heavy front rack or anything like that. So what you're going to do is going to have your band here, and as heavy as the band can go is what I want you to use, because there's not going to be a whole lot of tension at the bottom position, but it should be a pretty intense contraction at the top. You're going to wrap your legs inside this band, wrapping the band around the back of the knees here. And what you're going to do is get out a good distance away from the rack so it's got a good amount of tension on it. I'm simply going to squat back here. And as opposed to a normal squat, I don't need to push my knees really far forward at all. I'm trying to almost resist that motion. And when I come up, I'm going to lock out and straighten fully my knees at the top. When I do that, it's very similar to a TKE motion, if you have experience with those, where all we're trying to do is straighten that leg out against the tension of the band, where the band is right in the back side of my knee there. So on that, right where my knee bends. So right from that position, I squeeze out. I'm going to hold for at least 2 seconds, and then I'm going to try to keep that quad contraction all the way down to the bottom. And then as I drive back up, I'm going to squeeze again, flexing it out. If you want to advance it a little bit, make it a little more tough, what I would recommend doing is trying to keep yourself as upright as possible. So leaning back slightly here as I go down. So into that low position, I'm trying to stay as upright as I can, and then I'm slowly going to come up and lock out. The more you lean back, the tougher it's going to be. Very similar to those natural leg extensions. So from this position, as I lean back, I'm really trying to get into that deep range here as best I can, and then I'm going to slowly come back up, squeezing the quads right at the top, making sure I'm not having pain in the knee.